PSA. Woo! We on tour and we're doing it better than anybody else alive.
Cool. Let's go, baby. What you doing tonight, girl? Probably watching Grand Slam, is she, Big Joe? Holy shit.
Here you go.
Holy shit. Wow. Yo, Clint.
What?
I'm gonna need a magnetic. 180. Holy fuck, dude. This was in the same case of Tiger. Boom! Hey! Let's go, baby! Told y'all we fucking bring the fucking heat, son. Woo! Oh shit! There it is! Oh my god! You're fucking bomb! Get some, motherfucker! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! There it is, I got it. I got my fucking card! Let's go, baby! Let's go! Let's go, baby! Yes, baby! Told you we can do it! Let's go, baby! What up, what up, what up? I hope everybody's doing good today. It's Thursday afternoon. We just put some contenders boxes and packs on the site that we'll open live today. If you want some packs busted, I'll bust them. YOLO. But I wanted to talk to you guys about grading because we've been getting a few of our orders back. We have thousands and thousands of cards there. I think around 4,000. But I'm always trying to maybe give y'all the playbook I wish I had, or somebody that was willing to tell me some of these things that I pick up along the way. And the first thing I want to say is they're getting tougher. PSA, without a doubt, is getting tougher for whatever reason. It's back like it was in the late 90s, the early 2000s. A lot of these guys you see doing podcasts and talking shit and acting like they know everything, they've been in this hobby about shit as long as Sleeve has worked here. And they really don't know shit. They may be very intelligent, and maybe they've learned a lot in that 6 months, but, you know, my advice is to listen. You know, I was around when Beckett was walking around to booths asking dealers to submit cards because they had nothing to do during a snowy Chicago trip. So I don't know shit. So they sure as fuck don't know shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just, you have to humble yourself and at least be aware that, hey man, I don't know everything about sports cards, and listen to those who came before maybe could save you some money or help you make some money. So the first step is they're about ready to raise this price. Obviously it's going to be like $20 minimum for a bulk, and we were doing them for $9, $12. There's a big difference when you're submitting 4,000 or 5,000 cards at difference between 9 and 20, right? So you got to be a lot more picky on what you're doing. And not only that, there's no rhyme or reason to these grades that are coming in. I mean, I'm just telling you, back in the late 90s, early 2000s, at least I could understand where they were coming from on an 8 or a 9 or a 10. It feels like sometimes it's just a crapshoot. Let me give you an example. I had a friend submit a Zion variation here at the Beckett event, and it got a 9, right? They crack it. They send it into PSA. It comes back a 6. So first thing I said when they told me this was, shit, they damaged the card when they had it. I mean, they had to. 9 to a 6? cracks the 6, sends it back to PSA again. The grade? A fucking Gem Mint 10. It's a true story. Losers will like carry on about that. Be like, dude, don't worry about that. That's the game. Sometimes you're gonna get a 6. Sometimes you're gonna get a 10. I'm just telling you what happened. And I see that in my cards. I haven't even looked at these cards yet, but we got all 9s and one 8. And I mean, I hadn't even looked to see what's going on. But to not get a 10, yeah, the 8 I figured we deserved. I remember this card. It's an awful nice fucking 8, but it's an 8. I thought that card would probably 10. That card's amazing. Donovan Mitchell, jersey auto, hollow gold, rookie patch auto. I thought that card was probably a 9. So I figured that was a 9. That was a 10. I thought the Watt was a 9. I thought the Watson at best would get a 9. So that one is pretty right. The Hurts. I mean, they're just nitpicking. We bought this from somebody. The Mbop card or whatever in a deal. Looks gemmed. I mean, jeez. There's several that could have went our way and didn't. Really nothing went our way on that one, and that's okay. Don't sweat it. But my point is, the reason I'm bringing some of this stuff up is so you can see that sometimes you get a grader A, and grader B, and grader A is a lot easier than grader B. My advice is don't necessarily go sell all those 8s if you think that they're 9s or 10s. There's people out there in this industry that make a fortune off novice collectors, graders that come back and get 7s and 8s or 9s. They look at the card, they knock off a thumbprint, and it's a 10, or just resubmit it. So the rule that I'd like to say is, hey man, if you have it's a valuable card. We're not talking about base cards and things like that, but if you have a truly valuable card and you submit it and it doesn't get what you think, let's say you think it's a 9 and it gets an 8. If you submit it once and it gets an 8, you should crack it. If you send it back again and it gets an 8, that's a whole nother, that's when you really start looking at it. But if it gets anything other than an 8, say it gets a 9 and you know, you're good. Or sometimes you'll gamble, 8 gets a 10. We're talking thousands and thousands of dollars difference, guys, for $20. And okay, if you get a better grade, they upcharge you or whatever. Good, you want that email. I haven't had one of those emails in a minute, man. They did hook me up though. There's several cards they just didn't upcharge. I don't know why. They're overwhelmed right now, and I can tell just from not being upcharged on some cards in our last order. I can tell by the grading. But they're the authority, man. They're what the customer wants. All these cases that have fucking colors and shit and refractor crap on it, man. That stuff typically in the past. Y'all think we haven't seen this before back when it was booming, when Tiger Woods was around? We have seen this. You know, a lot of us have seen this before. Same old shit. All-star grading, gym grading, ISA. I can name 5 or 6 more. There was one, they talk about this technology, how the Gentleman or whatever. There was a dude doing that in the 90s. It was a score to 100 and it was a computer grade. So I think if you're a collector and you just want your cards protected, I think that's the way to go if you want your cards graded inexpensively. But if you're an investor or someone who wants to sell these at some point, or a family member wants to sell these at one point, I definitely would stick with PSA and BGS. I would just be a little more picky at the moment. Things change. You know, I hate to even say this, but it really just depends on the grader and what mood they're in that day. You know, did their wife yell at them on the way out, or you know, did they get up in the Xerox machine room, you know? So don't flip your lid over stupid shit about it. Just run with it. If it's a 6, crack it patiently, send it back, get a 10, sell the 10 and move on, right? These are things that we're not like hypothesis. You know, it's not a hypothetical. This shit has happened to all of us. To people in this room, that's happened. We've seen it with our own eyes. This isn't BS. So just keep that in mind. If you have a Jordan rookie and they say it's a 6. That doesn't always mean it's a 6, fellas. Just be patient. You think PSA will go back up on 7-1? Yeah, that's their plan. They're trying to get everything loaded right now for the National. I think they think the National is going to happen in July, late July, early August. I do too. If it doesn't, they'll do it in October. But I think they're trying to get everything ready for the National. The National will be a spectacle of all spectacles. It'll be bigger than even back then in early 2000. When I say I've seen this before, I've seen fly-by-nights, I've seen shysters, I've seen hucksters and hustlers come in and fleece people and leave. I can honestly say what's going on. I haven't seen as many customers as there is. It's fucking bananas. People that think they know but they don't. It's so dangerous. It's like me getting into the comic book game, or fine jewelry game. I'm gonna know just enough to get myself burned, right? Another thing is, packages are getting stolen, man, at USPS right now, UPS and FedEx coming back. So I think there's more value in bringing your cards personally to these shows and having them grade them than ship them. It's just one little bit less risk, right? That's something I wanted to share with you guys. I always try to do that. Back before this year, I was always trying to take them to them. That's one less step in the process that somebody could steal your. At that time, it was literally, I might have my entire net worth in a little brown box, essentially, right? So, pretty important. Don't ever send anything through the mail that you can't stomach to lose. If you're a badass, knock yourself out. If you want to send 100K cards through the mail, that's a little bit too much for me, man. My thoughts on other grading companies, man, I really just, if it ever shifts to where my customers want HGA or whoever, TCO or BO, I don't know, DOA's card, whatever it is, I'm never going to knock somebody for starting their own business and doing their own thing. I want them to do well. I don't care. I want everybody to do well. It's just my customers want PSA graded cards and Beckett graded cards right now. And that's always going to be what matters to me as a small business owner, is what my customers want. I cannot sell any other company's Michael Jordan rookies for the same price as I can PSA or Beckett. PSA in particular right now. Years ago, it used to be Beckett was the toughest by far. I mean, it's crazy the things over a 25-year period you see in this stuff, but I don't really know on the cutoff resale value. It just depends. I mean, heck, if you've got a card that's a 10 and it's worth $40 in a 10, it's worth the $20 if it's just a dollar card, it's tricky, man. It all comes down to, I like CSG's holder the best of what I've seen. It all comes down to what the fucking grade is. It's crazy how much value that we as a collective are putting on what somebody that works for PSA. If you think those 250 employees they hired know more about sports cards than an average card shop owner, you're mistaken. You know what I'm saying? Like, it takes some time. So, but with that said, I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying it. That's the environment we've created, right? I'd say July they'll lift all the fees that we were talking about a minute ago and just roll with it. I don't know how much they're going to charge, man. They've literally just shut everything off and let all these other smaller companies carve into their business, and it's almost like they wanted that to happen. I don't know why. I don't know why. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. If one of them steps up and is better than PSA 10 years from now, I'll be carrying that. I'll be sending my cards to them, I promise you. Just keep in mind, they're getting tougher. That was the main topic I wanted to go over, is they're getting tougher. It's not easy, man. First off, we were sending cards in, and we were just, it was 10. It was a lot of 10. And, I mean, the quality's the same, man. But, I mean, it's a little tougher right now. I think that's good information, man. It's going to save people thousands, really. That's an awful selection for a signature. I mean, it's just fucking ridiculous. It's like invisible ink. That fool should have been using Snapchat for all them talks with them massage ladies. Yeah, I love the beam teams, man. Those are awesome. I sold my Jordan and my Shaq when they went through the roof. I was glad to get this 8-back in a little deal we bought and submitted it. I was hoping for a 9. It was close. I mean, they're picky, boy. Damn. I think it would be cool if PSA came out with a different grading system for the grade cards 8 through 10. I think, just like in the comic book industry, there's 9.4, 9.6, 9.8, 10. I think that would be awesome because the difference between 9s are so drastic. It's crazy, you know. But they want to kind of streamline it where a PSA 9 is worth this. Well, it's just the card inside is different, right? Yeah, it's possible. I mean, really, they don't seem to be acting like they're wanting more business at the moment. I just think they're trying to get their business in order. And right now, it's a little bit tougher. If I get my next couple orders and I feel like they're easier, I'll say that. But this is a journey we're going to go on together, man. Win, lose, or draw. I want you guys to make as much money as you possibly can in the sports industry, or just fund your collecting habits or whatever. And I'll be glad to share with you anything we know within reason that will help you out. So take it or leave it, man. It ain't worth a lot, but hey, I figured we'd tune in and let you know because I think it's been 3 now. I had a 166 card order I wasn't real happy with. 100 card order. It wasn't like it was terrible, but I'm just saying there's a shift. We used to get these boxes in and I'd be like, holy shit. And now it's more like, oh shit, things are changing. So let the nation know and do what you want with your hard-earned money. You earned it, but I'm just letting you know. Nice cards though. But hope y'all are doing good. If anybody wants a box of, well, Cody, that doesn't make any sense whatsoever. PSA used to be around 70% 10s, and now it's 40. Like, it all depends on the quality of card. If you're sending the exact same card in, like we've proven today, you can literally get a 6, 9, or 10. It is what it is. You don't have, is there one grading company I have a bad feeling about? Just, nah, I mean, really? No, I'm not going, you're not going to catch me. No, you know, you're going to catch me with that M&M tip. You be cool to me, I'll be cool to you. I ain't going to run nobody's shit down. Let them do whatever they want with their, I hope they do well, whoever it is. As long as they're being honest, you know, treating people fairly, I'm all about it. I don't really go in after packs that lack until they come in after us, and then I try to burn the village down. But you know what I mean? Like, no, I don't have any. I can't wait to see the National. This will be the first time in my life that I've been to the National that there's more people I don't know than I do know. It used to be, you know, pretty much everybody, whether you like them or not, you know of them. And now, good Lord, it's going to be wild. I really and truly, I was talking to Adam the other day and I was like, man, we've done our thing. We're not going to the National to set up a bunch of boxes and carry on and all. Like, we've done our thing and we're going to run our online business and we're going to break and things like that. We're going to be there to meet our customers and hang out. But like, I more just want to go and people watch, as crazy as that sounds. Like, I just want to see if it's as crazy as I think it's going to be. I mean, ain't nothing more dangerous than a dummy with a bunch of money running around these shows thinking they know everything. It can be good for some people, man. There's going to be, I mean, I probably should give that PSA while that's on my mind. I'm telling y'all, if you're rich out there and you think you coming in to the National to fillet these guys, they will carve you up and leave you for dead on the side of the Chicago streets, man. These guys, whew, they're stone cold killers, man, and they will fuck you up at those shows if you come in like that. So take heed. I'm just telling you, man. That's what I mean. I'll be sitting back watching. I don't even want to name any of the guys because I respect that. You know what I mean? Like, I'll sit back with my diet dude watching That surgeon go to work with his scalpel, that one. Some dude, by the time this guy's gone, his pockets are empty and he's got a couple Kobe's in his hand and he don't know what the hell happened. You know what I mean? I'm just telling you, that's what's going to happen. Good, bad, or indifferent, man. I think, you know, it's going to be the best national ever. I really do. I really believe that. And I guess it's kind of how do you judge the national? Like the most people there? No, it'll be 1990 or whatever it was. I don't think they'll have that many people. Most dollars spent? I don't see how any chance in the fucking world this won't be the most money that changes hands at a national of all time by a mile. We're talking about a mile. Like at the national, there's never been cards and showcases that say 10K, 50K, 100K. It's always 800, 900. This is going to be legendary. There'll be know-it-alls walk up to tables asking how much for the Kobe, and a guy will say 12, and the guy's going to pull out 1,200. It's going to be, no, 12,000. Right, Austin?
Oh, yeah.
I can't wait. I'm going to have my camera. I'm going to bring y'all along with us.
Can I get it for $11,995?
Yeah, man, what about 1,100? 1,100? Man, get the fuck out of here. I mean, it's going to be wild. It's going to be awesome. I'm telling you, grab your ticket, grab your hotel, come see us at the National. We're going to be there just sightseeing, wandering around, watching the surgeons put on they're going to be replacing hearts and shit. Isn't that right, Rookie?
Damn straight.
There's going to be like double lung transplants right there on aisle 1,100. I'm just telling you. I'm telling you now, rich folks, better study up. You don't want surgeon. I don't even want to say their names. You don't want to see that doctor in your box. Oh my goodness, it's gonna be fun. Anyway, we got off track a little bit, but fuck it. If you want any contenders, I'll bust it now, man. I think we did get a couple orders, didn't we?
Well, they're from like yesterday.
Oh, okay, yeah. If you want a pack of contenders or a box of contenders, I'll bust it up here in just a few minutes. Y'all have a great day, man. I hope. I do not know any rich people whatsoever. Yeah, me either. Ain't that right, Big Rook?
Damn straight.
All we know are grinders.
Woo!
Yeah, hard work. Isn't that funny, man? People will always people that have success, people call them lucky. You so lucky, man. That girl's so lucky. Yeah, yep. You wasn't there on the grind though. Everybody wants the result without the effort.
Odds are you're calling them lucky while you're sitting on the couch.
Yeah, results. You ain't getting results without all the effort. So you can just cut all that bullshit out. Go play the lottery. Other than that, it ain't happening. Any good car shops in Myrtle Beach? Baseball 17, baby. Baseball 17. Tell him I sent you, man. That's the one card shop. True story about Baseball 17. That's the one card shop I've tried to buy. True story. I tried to buy it from him. I got plans for Myrtle Beach. Isn't that right, Rookie?
Damn
or
right.
I did. That's funny how that shit, it all works out. Like, I was thinking about this on the way in today. Why did 20-something years ago, I blurt out to my dad that I wanted to own a horse that runs in the Kentucky Derby? I've never even fucking petted a horse that I know of. I may have brushed up by one. I think they're regal, badass animals.
Yeah.
But why? Why? Okay, so, and I say that. Well, then the way he reacts fuels that flame. And then 20 years later, it's like, well, then my son's going to go to UK and live in Lexington. It's like, well, why? Like all of a sudden, all these things start to fall into place. And you have people that are in the horse industry reach out to you. It's like, man, sometimes it's just destiny, baby. It's not luck. You know what I mean? A lot of these people that are out here successful have been on the fucking grind that I know anyway. The ones that I know in the sports card industry are pretty much, some of these card shop guys have been doing this for 20 years. For 20 years, they've been selling cards, and people would come into their card shop and say, Blowout has it at $99.95. The card shop owner couldn't even buy it at $99.95 unless he bought it at Blowout. He may have paid $105. This is true. This is the facts. This is what happened in 2016 when I opened. How the hell are you going to sell it for $99 when you paid $105? So they've grinded and done without for 20 years. And now you're going to be mad at them because they selling Prism and making bank? Man, fuck off. You know, people like that are assholes, man. You know, I think that's the truth. And now it's different, and good for them, man. I'm happy for these people that hung in there and get allocations and have done the work. They've earned it. They put up with a lot of bullshit. Holla at your boy. Y'all have a good day. Stay Jeff Line. Deuces. Don't be lucky. Be a motherfucking grinder. Isn't that right, rookie?
Damn straight.